asked her to share. You're my level 4,
Yeah.
right? So again, I would never know her in my life. So she's one of my new Plexus friends. She's going to share what Plexus has done for her.
Hi guys. I probably know most of the ambassadors just from Facebook. This is my first opportunity meeting. I signed up under Sarah. We met at a marketing meeting, and every time she's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "I am so tired." And like always tired. And then finally she's like, "Are you gonna try this?" And I'm like, "No." She was like, "Well, you're so tired all the time. You should just give it a shot. You got 60 days. What's the worst that can happen?" And I'm like, I give it back. And she's like, "Exactly, just try it." So I did. Anyway, so about me, I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, and that will be what I have for the rest of my life. I found out the hard way. I had kidney disease. I had brought home the paperwork from the doctor and just handed it to my husband like I usually do. And he was like, "You have kidney disease?" I was like, "No, I don't." And he's like, "Yeah, it's like right here." And I'm like, "I don't have kidney disease." So I called the doctor, and of course they're closed. And so I had to wait through a weekend and a holiday, and called back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you've had this since you were pregnant with your daughter." And I'm like, "That's wonderful. She's 2. And I'm like, "I'm glad you told me. This is great." And what comes with Hashimoto's is a bunch of other elements that happen. I am vitamin deficient. I have vitamin D deficiency. No matter how many times I take a vitamin D pill, it would never get any better. And then recently I've learned I've had adrenal gland failure, which is what makes me so tired. There's been several times, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2 years, and I would just be asleep on the floor of my kid's room, and they're jumping on my back. And I might just sleep right there because I'm so tired all the time. My son at 2.5, 3 had to learn how to make his own sandwiches because I'd be too tired to get up and make his sandwiches. And my husband would be at work, and I'm it. So I would get the sandwich bag out and just let him handle it. And I'm like, I'm like, dang, that's kind of sad. You know, my 3-year-old's having to make sandwiches because I'm too tired. I started Plexus in July, and I didn't fully give in. I was still drinking soda, and I was still drinking coffee. I was still eating candy. I mean, I was not your Plexus person. And I was just a customer. And then finally, I was like, oh, I'm tired of spending the full price. So I just signed up as an ambassador just because it was cheaper. And I was going to buy the product anyway, so I might as well get a discount. I didn't fully give in to Plexus until September. So I was a hard-headed learner. And finally was like, I'm just not going to drink coffee this morning. And then I just stopped. And then I'm like, well, just won't drink Pepsi anymore. So I stopped. And that was like in a course of like 2 days. And I just stopped it. And I didn't need it anymore. I felt like I needed it. Then I took like a little shot glass amount of Pepsi and drank it. And I'm like, well, there goes that. You know, and I felt horrible. It was weird. From being like almost a 2-liter a day of Pepsi drinker to barely a shot glass would hurt my stomach a lot. And that's probably why I have kidney disease, because I drink so much Pepsi. I started as an ambassador in August, and I did not tell my husband. So I'm back there. I didn't tell him until October when I signed up my first ambassador, which was my sister. And I said, oh, I'm having to go do an event. By the way, I'm selling Plexus. Oh, and my sister signed up. That's how it went. And I go, oh, and in 2 days my mom's going to sign up. It's like, yay. And I've done other businesses before, and it was just a nightmare. And I still have product in my office, so if you guys need stuff, let me know. I mean a lot. So in September, I fully gave up Pepsi. I fully gave up gluten. I don't eat any glutens anymore. Sometimes I will, and I'll be asleep because it just can't process as well for me. I sneak it in to our food. So I'm like, did you like that? Did you like the way it tastes? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, it's gluten-free. So I was really excited. Some of the things I've noticed just in myself is I'm not napping in the middle of the day, and come to find out I was just sleeping again. I'd sleep for 3 hours after I got home or something, so it was kind of boring, always sleeping all the time. I'm in a better mood where I can actually like enjoy being with my kids. Before it'd be like, oh god, they're just gonna make another mess, and I have to clean it. I'm able to work a full day. I hadn't worked in 2 years, and so I actually had to go back to work. And I'm actually able to stay like energized throughout the day. And I'm a substitute teacher, and that's, if you have ever done that, you know you need your energy. I've noticed that my clothes are fitting better. And that's why I tell my husband, I'm like, look, I got my jeans on. You know? My boots zip. You know, that's like a big thing. Right? I don't know if you're like, you know, big, but
Yeah, my boots got baggy.
yeah, so like now they zip, and I used to have to wear them at least, you know, down to here because they wouldn't zip up. Yeah. And I show them like, look, my boots zip. You know, so exciting. I'm actually working out, and he is my coach. He's very mean. But I like it because we were looking at, I made a spreadsheet today because I'm like crazy like that, to see how I've been doing since taking Plexus, and I have lost 18 inches and 14 and a half pounds.
Wow.
And it didn't change until somebody gave in from not drinking Pepsi. And then we started working out, and so in the course of, since October 10th, that's when I've lost all my weight. So it wasn't really in July because I didn't give in. And so once you give in, it'll make a big difference. And so I went down 14 pounds since October 10th. So, and it's now the 23rd of November.
Wow.
It's really neat. And I haven't lost a pound in 4 years through 2 pregnancies. I just can't lose the weight. And so it's very frustrating, and having the Hashimoto's makes a big difference because it really drains you, and it's something you're stuck with forever. And so it's kind of nice to have relief from having so many ailments. And then I found out my parents have diabetes, and I'm like, oh no, not one more thing is going to happen to me because I'm tired of being sick. So then I shared it with my stepmom and my dad, and now they're taking it, and they're noticing that their A1C numbers are getting better. My mom's not having as much spikes throughout the day, and which really can hurt your liver and pancreas for that. So it's really neat to see that my family is getting healthy with